All right, so let's try this again. So take two. I think this is a week or 2 weeks later. So this is Aaron's Jupiter 6 again. Uh, so now we have all six voices. So I've got it in whole mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So the problem was that on the 4 voice board, let's do split 4 and 2 like before. So now this is the upper, and this is 4. We've got 4. The issue was that there was a IR3109 that was completely dead. It became obvious when I desoldered it, and the way the way the filter is implemented is very complicated. So as soon as I desoldered, which one was it? This guy over here. It became obvious. I think it was that one. One of these just fell off. So it's obvious that was never going to work. So now I've got all 4 voices. I still need the 3 3360s and a couple of 3340s. So there's another issue that propped up, which I had to fix, is the filter started crackling. Then what would happen? The filter would completely disappear. There'd be no filter control whatsoever. The reason for that is that there's IC44 on both boards, which is here and here. What I noticed was that the filter was moving by itself and it's across all voices. So it turns out that this IC here, which is a 4551, it's only slightly obscure, only recently obsolete in through-hole form. But it's not like one you can get from a J-car. So this feeds the modulation from the bender board into the 2 module boards. So once I removed this one, the crackling stopped and everything started to behave normally again. I had to open this up. The LFO2 didn't work. It's working now, but it was a whole bunch of just all the op amps that basically rotted away. The BA662 in there was fine, thankfully, because everything else is bog standard. Okay, so once these arrive, which I had to order from eBay, new old stock, then that'll be done and the bender will work. And when I get the 3360s and the 3340s, then be done. So okay, there's a gap here. There's one oscillator chip still missing, which is that one, the 3340. So this is what I discovered was that I'll show you this. Okay, right. So I'll put it back in whole mode. Everything's fine. 6. But if I go VCO2, okay, one's missing. Out of tune. Out of tune. So I had to scratch my head a little bit about that one. But the reason for that is because we have this missing oscillator here. The way the auto tune works is it must sum up all the counting that it does, but all oscillators must be present for it to scale correctly for when the offset is introduced by the CPU is calculated. Because I actually moved oscillator one of the ones that were working from oscillator 1 from the oscillator 1 position, sorry, oscillator 2 position to oscillator 1 position now. And then I had before the oscillator 1 was out of tune, oscillator 2 were all in tune. So I need the 3340 for it to scale correctly. So we are nearly at the end. The power supply I still need to do, but other than that, when the logic chips, when I get the synth chips, then I can calibrate, and yes, Aaron's Jupiter 6 can be over. Yeah, that's it.